Good morning. I wanted to welcome Alice Peisch to the Wellesley Council on Aging for our health fair today. Welcome, Alice. I'm glad that you could make it. I'm Deb Greenwood, the new director here at the Wellesley Council on Aging, and I wanted to introduce you to everyone else who already knows you, and I don't need to do any introductions, but wanted to find out from you if there's anything that the Wellesley seniors would like to know about what's going on at Beacon Hill right now.
Sure. Well, first I'd like to thank you and the COA for inviting me to the health fair this morning. You and I just did a little walk so I could see the wide range of vendors that are here today, all of which looked very interesting, and I'm also very impressed with the turnout. There seems to be quite a large number of seniors taking advantage of this. And then I also want to comment on the artwork that is new since I was last here. On the walls and in the rooms, it's really impressive. So it makes it, I think, a warm, welcoming place to be. And I also think, makes me appreciate how fortunate those of us who are seniors living in Wellesley are to have the Council on Aging, the Senior Center, and you here to provide all of these services, activities, and opportunities. With respect to what's happening on Beacon Hill, we just the governor just signed a really large tax bill that has a couple of things in it that I think would be of interest to seniors. The first probably has a relatively small but not insignificant impact in Wellesley, which is an increase in the credit that you can take on your income tax for property taxes paid and or rent if you are a renter as opposed to a homeowner. It increases the credit from $1,200 to $2,400. Now there is an income limit on that, and so that's why I think that it probably is not widely applicable in Wellesley, but there certainly are Wellesley residents who would benefit from this. So if anyone has any questions about this, would like to know how to apply for it, what the income levels are, if you could reach out to my office, that would be terrific. You can just go, if you Google my name, my website will come up that has the contact information, and we can give you more information on that. And the second piece that I think has wider applicability is an increase in the threshold at which the estate tax applies. So in Massachusetts has long been an outlier, and I have been pushing for this for quite some time, but I've been in the minority. People look at me as someone from Wellesley who represents people that don't need assistance, so therefore they can afford to pay the estate tax. Well, it's right now, before this legislation was passed, the estate tax went into effect at $1 million. Now, almost any home in Wellesley these days is worth $1 million. So that puts virtually everyone in the town having to pay an estate tax. And the most draconian part of it was that if you hit that $1 million threshold, the tax applied to the first dollar. So we have raised the threshold to $2 million. I realize that for residents of Wellesley that may not be a sufficiently high to completely eliminate the tax, but across the Commonwealth it is a significant increase. And getting rid of what's called the cliff effect means that any estate will only have to pay on a value over the $2 million threshold. So again, I think this will have a significant impact on residents of Wellesley. And again, if anyone has specific questions about that, just reach out to my office. And in conjunction with that, I would just also like to say an awful lot of the work that I do is helping individuals in the town with issues that deal with state government agencies. I often hear from seniors, for example, who are having difficulty getting a handicap license plate quickly. For example, if they're having a hip replacement or something where they're going to be temporarily incapacitated. I can usually expedite that if they reach out to me. And any other issue. Sometimes there are healthcare issues that come up. So I just would like to offer myself as a resource for the residents who might need some help. And also, if anyone who comes to you with these issues, feel free to connect them to me.
Well, I'll also have my office reach out to your office to get that information about the income limits for the tax evaluation, so we can share that with people specifically as well. So that's great to know. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you to the Wellesley Cable for filming this.